Om Shanti. Today, 13th January 2024, Baba says, Sweet children, people create many ways to benefit their bodies. Only the Father tells you the way for soul to make progress and ascend. This is the responsibility of the Father alone. Question: which elevated directions does the Father give you children in order for you to continue to make constant progress? Answer: children, in order to make progress, first point constantly stayed on the pilgrimage of remembrance. It is only by having remembrance that the rust on you souls will be removed. Second point, never remember the past or have any expectation of the future. Third, act for livelihood of your bodies, but don't waste whatever time you have. Use your time in a worthwhile way of remembering Father. Fourth, do godly service for at least 8 hours and you will continue to make progress. Om Shanti. The spiritual father explain you spiritual children, that is to you souls. People say that Supreme Father Soul has responsibility for soul and he alone can show all souls the way to make progress and have peace of mind. Each soul resides in the center of forehead, detached from everything else. Generally, there is some disease in the rest of body, not in forehead. Although you may have a headache, there would no difficulty where the throne of soul is, because the soul is seated on that throne. There is only the one supreme soul who is the surgeon, who enables soul to make progress and who gives you peace of mind. Only when a soul progresses can that soul receive health and wealth. No matter how much you do to your body, there will be no progress through that. There continue to be one conflict or another in bodies. No one apart from Father can bring about the advancement of souls. All others in the world find way for advancement of body, but they provide no advancement or ascending stage for souls. Only the Father teaches you this. Everything depends on soul. It is the soul that's 16 Celsius degrees full, and then it is soul that becomes totally empty of degrees. Soul becomes 16 Celsius degrees full. Only the Father explains to you how the degrees of souls decreases. The Father say you had a lot of happiness in golden age. Souls had been in ascending stage. At other spiritual gathering, they don't explain how soul can progress. They stay in physical intoxication. They are body conscious, whereas the Father is making you soul conscious. Souls that have become Tamo Pradhan have to meet Sato Pradhan. Everything here is spiritual, where everything there is physical. Surgeons transplants hearts that has no connection with souls. Soul reside in center of their forehead. They don't have an operation, etc. Acha, the Father explains that soul only make progress once. When souls become Tamo Pradhan, the Father who bring about progress for souls come. Without him, no soul can go into ascending stage. The Father says those dirty Tamo Pradhan souls cannot come to me. When people come to you, they ask you how there can be peace or how they can progress. However, they don't know where they will go or what will happen after they have progressed. They call out, come and make the impure one pure. Come and take us to the land of liberation in life. So he would take souls back with him. The bodies would be destroyed here. However, these things are not in anyone's intellect. These are God's directions. All the rest are dictates of human being. By following God's direction, you reach the sky, you reach land of peace and land of happiness. Then according to drama, you also have to come down. There is no surgeon apart from Father who can enable you souls to make progress. The surgeon then make you the same as himself. Some bring about very good progress in others, some to the medium level, and some bring about to the third level of progress in others. Only the one Father is responsible for the progress of soul. No one in the world knows this. The Father says, I come to uplift those sick, etc. When soul first come down, they are pure. The Father has now come to bring about progress in everyone. Look, you are continue to make progress number-wise according to the efforts you make. There you will receive first-class bodies. The Father is imperishable surgeon. He alone comes and bring about progress for you. So you will then go to highest on high sweet home. Those people go to the moon. In order for you to make progress, the imperishable surgeon says, constantly remember me alone and your sin will be absolved. The Father liberates the children of world. When you go to heaven, all the rest will be in land of peace. The Father carries out such a wonderful task. It is a wonder of the Father. This is why it is said, only you know your ways and means. The directions are given to souls. If a soul were to become separated, he could not receive directions. There is the ascending stage through God's direction and descending stage through human dictates. This is also fixed in the drama. Those people think that it is heaven now. As you make further progress, you will know whether there is hell or heaven. They create so much upheaval over language. They are unhappy. There is no sorrow in heaven. There won't even be earthquake. The old world is now to be destroyed and heaven is to be created. Then after a half a cycle, there will disappear. They say that Dwarka sank beneath the ocean. Things of gold have become buried down below. They will surely go down below in earthquakes. They do not dig beneath the ocean and bring them out. When they dig beneath the ground, they find treasures there. The Father says, I uplift everyone. Then everyone defames and insults me. I even uplift those who defame me. So there should definitely be praise of me. Look how much respect they have on the path of devotion. You children too praise the Father so much. You have shown 32 virtues in the poster. You are now becoming as virtuous as Father, and so you should also make as such effort. Don't waste your time. The highest of all Father is teaching you, and so you have to study every day. That one is imperishable Father and also teacher. Those who have come later are going ahead of older ones. The whole world is now making progress through Father. It is the Father who made Sri Krishna virtuous. He is the one who gives to everyone all other stakes. This dynasty is being created number-wise according to the efforts you make. Look how sweet and lovely the unlimited Father is. All of you are now making progress throughout the highest on high Father. Everyone else has to come down ladder. It's a wonder of Father. You may eat, drink, and do whatever else you do, but simply sing praise of Father. It is not that by staying in remembrance of Father you are unable to eat. You have a lot of time available at night. You have at least 8 hours. The Father says at least do a minimum of 8 hours service for this government. Show everyone who comes here the way for souls to progress. Liberation in life means to be the masters of world, and liberation means to the master of Brahman. It is easy to explain this. However, if it is not in the fortune of some, what effort would they make? The Father explained, the rust on soul can be removed without cannot be removed without them having remembrance of Father. Even though you might give knowledge throughout the whole day, you souls cannot make progress without having remembrance. The Father explained to you children every day with a lot of love, but each one of you can understand for yourself whether you are progressing or not. It is not just you children who hear this, but children at all the centers hear this. This tape machine is kept here. It's record the sound in itself and goes on service. It do a lot of service. The children then understand that they are listening to Shiv Baba's Murli. When they hear it through you, it become indirect, and when they come here to listen it directly, Baba speak it through mouth of Brahma. That is, he gives the nectar of knowledge through mouth. At this time, the whole world has become Tamu Pradhan, so it need to have the rain of knowledge over it. There is a lot of rainwater. No one can become pure with that water. All of this is a matter of knowledge. The father say, now wake up. I am taking you into the land of peace. There is progress for you souls in this. All the rest are physical things. Only you listen to spiritual things. Only you become multimillionaires and fortunate. The father is Lord of poor. Only poor hear this. This is why father say give this knowledge to those who have stone intellect and those who are without virtues. Such things do not exist in the golden age. That is an unlimited Shivalaya. It is now limited brothel, unlimited brothel. It's completely Tamu Pradhan. There is no more margin for it. This is impure world has now to be changed. There is a kingdom of Raman and Ram and the kingdom of Ravan in Bharat. When there is innumerable religion, there is peacelessness. War continue to take place all the time. War is now to take place with great force. A very strong war will take place and then end because the kingdom will have to be established and you have to be reach your karmati stage. At the moment, no one can say then when the stage does come, the study will end. You will then be transformed according to efforts you made. This haystack will catch fire and destruction will take place instantly. This is said to be the bloodshed without cause. Everyone will die unnecessarily. Rivers of blood will flow, then rivers of ghee and milk will flow. After the crisis of distress, there will be crisis for victory. All the rest will die while sleeping in the sleep of ignorance. Establishment has to take place very tactfully. There will also be obstacles and assaults. The gates to heaven are opening through mothers. There are also men, but because women give birth, they receive a great reward than men. Everyone will go to heaven number-wise. Some can still take birth as male twice consecutively. It will take place according to the accounts fixed in the drama. When there is progress of soul, there is so much difference. Some become very highest, some become very lowest. There is a vast difference between the kings and subjects. The father says to you, sweetest children, now make effort. Become pure by having yoga and dharana can take place. The destination is very high. You have to consider yourself to be soul and remember the father with lot of love. Souls have the supreme soul. This is spiritual love through which souls can make progress. Souls falls through physical love. When some don't have in their fortune, they become those who run away. The sacrificial fire has to be looked after. The sacrificial fire is being served with every penny of the mothers. Here it's the poor who become wealthy. Everything depends upon how you study. You are now becoming those who have fortune of being well fed. All of you have this feeling. Those who are to become the beat of rosary need to have such a good feeling. Continue to remember Shiv Baba and do service. You can make a lot of progress. You have to even surrender your body for Shiv Baba's service. To have that intoxication throughout the day is not like to go your aunt's home. You have to check how much progress you have made. Baba says don't remember past and don't have any expectations for future. You have to act for your livelihoods. Whatever time you have, remember Father and your sin will be absolved. Baba even explained to those who are in bondage. You have to explain to your husband with a lot of humility and love. If he beats you, you have to shower him with flowers. You need a great tech in order to save yourself. Your eyes need to be very cool. They must never fluctuate. There is an example of Angad in this. He was completely unshakable. All of you are Mahavirs. Whatever has happened in past, you must not remember it. Remain constantly cheerful. Remain firm on dharana. The Father himself say, I too am bound by the bonds of drama. There is nothing else to it. It was written of Krishna that he killed devil with the disgust of self-realization. All those are story. The Father cannot commit violence. That Father is also teacher. There is no question of him killing anyone. All of those things refer to the present time. On one side there are many human beings, on other side there are you. Those who want to come to continue to come, they will continue to receive their status as they did in previous cycle. There is no question of a miracle in this. The Father is merciful, he is the remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness. Therefore, how could he cause sorrow? Acha, this is for dharana. First point, do at least 8 hours service for godly government and use your time in a worthwhile way. Become as virtuous as Father. Second point, don't remember the past. Let the past be past and constantly remain cheerful. Remain unshakable on the dharana. Blessing for today is, may you transform wasteful thoughts, words and deeds into powerful ones and thereby become a holy swan. Detail. A holy swan means someone who transforms wasteful thoughts, words and deeds into powerful ones. This is because waste is like a stone and stone have no value. Jewels have value. A holy swan instantly recognizes whether something is of use or not. While doing anything, simply let this awareness emerge. We are knowledgeful Rajyogi souls and who have ruling power and controlling power, and nothing can go into waste. This awareness will make you into holy swan. Slogan for today is, someone who considers himself to be guest in the home of this body is able to remain free from attachment. I am repeating, someone who considers himself to be a guest in the home of this body is able to remain free from attachment. With awake silence, double experience the double-like angelic stage pointers. On a commemorative day, all traffic is stopped and 3 minutes silence is observed. All activities are stopped. In the same way, whether you are doing something or talking, practice stopping the traffic of thoughts even now and then. Stop the thoughts in mind for even a minute. And whatever work you may be doing physically with your body, stop that and stabilize yourself in angelic form. Practice this. Acha, Om Shanti.